Blossom Bloom Brightest, huh? What the hell is this, I wonder? I'm gonna regret playing this. It's fine. Click, click. An ominous-looking machine sounded as large cover like a section of it rose high into the air. It's gonna be really bad because I don't know how to read. A woman with thick chestnut hair and auburn eyes slid her way off the inner platform of the machine. Okay. As she stood up, she quickly straightened her clothes. Finally, she reached out to close the hatch behind her. Not being able to read is a big problem. After several minutes of waiting, 2 more of the ominous machines opened their hatches. A young woman with deep black hair and an eccentric outfit stepped out. Somehow she seemed excited. Somehow. Secondly, another woman, one with curly blonde hair and green eyes, which defied her complexion. What? Oh, because she has a green hair or whatever. That's weird. Stepped out as well. In contrast to the prior woman, this one seemed less than happy. The original lady took her place and stood in front of the other 2.
Hello, ladies. I'm Erica Matthews. I'll be your acting captain.
The music is so loud. Gotta save. Welcome. Oh, okay, no voice acting. Welcome to the Blossom. I hope the 2 of you had a good rest. Now it's quiet. The 2 who stood in front of Erica looked at each other, clearly confused. Both of them took a glance around the room. Thanks. I think there's a mix-up. I wasn't told anything about a flight, to be honest. I don't even remember how I got here. Yes. Apparently that's how she sounds. How did I get here exactly? I wasn't told anything about this either. Regardless, please bring me home as soon as possible. I have things to do. Erica stared at them for a moment before she gave her head a slight shake side to side. No, there was no mistake. You 2 are a crew of the spaceship Blossom. ID 105564, 10564, the mechanic, and ID 103656, the doctor. Well, my ID is 10564. So that's a weird way to... I don't know how to shorthand this number. I'm a mechanic by trade. Impossible, I never consented. Yes. Correct, consent was neither given nor requested. Whoa! If I may be so inclined, I would like to get to know you both better. What are your names? Okay, the quiet woman gritted her teeth with a visible, can I go back? What are your names, privates? Okay, I can't go back. The quiet woman gritted her teeth with visible contempt, while the young raven-haired girl seemed to be in shock. I see, so that's how it is. I guess it's fine with me then.
Nice to meet you. I hope we all get along.
My name's Kotoha. Wait. Can you so easily accept this woman's explanation? We don't even know who she is. Do you even realize the gravity of the situation? Yeah, don't you realize the gravity of the situation? Sure I do. No point in dwelling on it though, right? Now I have all the time in the world to catch up on my anime and video game backlog. How can that be a bad thing? Yep, that's it. I'm into anime and video games. You seemed so reluctant only moments ago. No, I was confused. Hey, come on, tell us your name too. Not a chance, Captain. Please bring me home as quickly as possible. I apologize, that isn't possible. As Kotoha said, why don't you introduce yourself for now? Being prickly certainly won't be beneficial to any of us. You have to be kidding me. The captain's right. At best, you'll just make us cranky too. It's harmless to share your name, isn't it? Oh, or is it like an anime and you'll drop dead if you tell us? Oh, like an anime? I don't even know what that anime thing is. There's simply no point in telling you if I'm... Oh, here, this brings up a great question. If she watches anime, is she watching real life? Or is she watching anime? That's weird. Okay, whatever. The glint of pity in her eyes, Erica placed a stern gaze on the distressed woman.
No.
Ma'am, that won't be possible. Please, I ask that you cooperate with us for the time being. Quiet woman. My name's Sarah. Oops, sorry, hang on.
My name is Sarah.
Sarah. I pray that this ends quickly. I have a wedding to plan, you know. For a split second, Erica's eyes drifted to the cold steel floor. Well, we're 100,000 years in the future. Sarah twisted her head. I don't even know you. Congratulations, that's wonderful. Thank you, I suppose.
I appreciate it.
Now, why don't we all get out of here? The dim light gives us all headaches if we linger too long. Come, I'll give you a tour of the ship. Great, fantastic. This is starting out great. This is the second hallway. You won't come down here much To the right is the engine room. Great. Did we spawn? Did we come out of the thing in these clothes? Hey, didn't we skip a hall? Don't worry, we'll go back to it. That's where all the zombies are. This is the main hall. Those doors at the end will bring to the command centre. The one next to is the lounge, the closest to the kitchen and dining area. Great. You'll spend a lot of time here, most likely. This is the third hallway. All the bedrooms are located. Oh, we're gonna spend a lot of time in the bedroom, huh? As well as the laundry room at the end of the hall, and the infirmary is located in that door to the right wall. Why don't you take 2 minutes to claim your bedrooms? Erica walked over to the nearby terminal and typed something on the keyboard. Moments later, the terminal in front of each unoccupied bedroom lit up. Here. All you have to do now is enter the password in the terminal in front of the room you like to claim. Just don't forget it, okay? So, okay. Kotoha ran towards the farthest door. Sarah remained glued to the spot with a disapproving look on her face. You too. I'm giving you both a head start. I'll pick last. Humph. Despite her apparent frustration, Sarah nonetheless walked towards the door closest to the infirmary. Lastly, Erica headed towards the bedroom of her own with a smile on her face. Erica stood in front of a large computer. With the press of a button, an audio symbol appeared on the display screen of the gadget. Can you two hear me? I'm going to assume so. Can you please come to the command center in 5 or so minutes? Thank you. Great. I'd love to.
Thank you.
Thank you. What's up? Sarah gave Kotoha a quick and disdainful glare before she returned her attention to her supposed superior. A lot of like fucking sassiness in the narration. I'd just like to give you both a quick overview of the command center's control stations in case of an emergency or even routine checks. I'll likely need your guys' help. So first, she first pointed towards this right side of the room. I believe Kotoha, you'd be best fit for that station. It's quite technical and requires a bit of upper body strength for the manual controls. As a mechanic, I'm sure you have at least some experience with computers, am I correct? You bet your sweet booty. Whoa! I love computers. There are so many awesome MMOs to play. I'm a gamer. What? You're an odd child. Because you play video games. Whatever your generation grew up on, I'm not sure I like it.
Sarah!
Child? I'll be 20 in no time. I'm a millennial. I presume you to be more like 16. I wonder why they kidnapped a minor. I'm an anime. The captain tried her hardest to hold back her laughter. Thankfully, she was successful, though her jaw grew sore. Ahem, there's like a hissing sound. I'll assume that this arrangement is fine. Now on the left. Next, she raised her arm and pointed to the left side of the room. Sarah, you'll be stationed there. It should be relatively easy for you to operate without further instructions. Fine, I'll go with this for now, but you know I have no clue what I'm supposed to do there. All right, you'll monitor the vitals of the ship. Any errors in the system or damage to the ship will cause a warning to pop up on the screen. You can also open and close the safety partition from there. While I'm at it, I may as well clarify for you too, Kotoha. Oh, I'm sorry. You can manually steer the ship, adjust the power and speed outputs, things like that. Wow, she has a lot of control over the ship. Let me guess. In your case, you just sit your ass on that fancy chair and do not a single thing. Sorry, kind of making shortcuts in reading. That's incorrect. On the contrary, my role is to utilize the main systems. I set the points of navigation and control the exterior tools like the weapons and the excavation tools. Excavation tools? What do we need those? This is a state-of-the-art ship. It's equipped for a variety of situations, especially those we wouldn't normally account for. If you say so, that's weird. You're accounting for something, right? Come on, Sarah, don't be a spoil sport. You only got kidnapped and you have no idea why you're here and you're not happy about it. We can go dig for fossils on different planets. Maybe we'll even find signs of life. That sounds crazy. I bet your fiance would love you even more if you brought him home an alien fossil. That's ridiculous. He's an adult. Whoa, don't tell me he's as boring as you are. Damn. Okay, ladies. I expected them to lay on the Yuri pretty thick and for her to just be like, it's a wife. We are in this for the long haul. Or maybe she's just, you know, very reserved about it or something. You're free to spend your time however you'd like for the rest of the night. Why don't you cool your heads off in your rooms? Aw, man, it feels like I was scolded. That's because you were. At least it wasn't just me. The young woman quickly shrugged her shoulders before sprinting to the door and giving Erica a wave goodbye. I hope we can all get along someday soon. Yeah, right. Sarah walked forward, followed Kotoha's lead, and left the room. This isn't what I signed up for. What were they thinking? Uh-oh. The two of them sure tire me out. I'm gonna sleep early. Whoa! I looked at the screen, there's porn on it. They're asking for a status report, right? Her fingers vigorously tapped the device's keypad. Moments after she stopped, the screen lit up. As always, I can depend on them to give me the best course of action. Or no, I should stop overthinking it. She set the device down and proceeded to get dressed. Why? Erica reached out, closed fist, and tapped on the door in the front of her. The door in front of her. Kotoha's room was located inside. That was a really weird way to put that. Nearly instantaneously, the electronic door opened. Oh, hi, Cap'n. What you need? Hey. I apologize for the abruptness. However, I was wondering if you'd mind spending the day together. We still don't know each other very well, and I'd like to remedy that. With her cheeks slightly reddened, Kotoha bashfully flung her arms downwards. Of course, I'd love that. Give me a minute. Okay. After Erica nodded at her, she disappeared back inside her room. Let's go. It's like Passengers. It's like we're the only people awake. I'm so hungry. You had good timing. Indeed, why don't we take a seat for now? I'll whip us something. I'm a good cook, I promise.
It's all on you.
You won't hear me complaining, I bet you are. You look super mature. Definitely the type who can cook a bangin' home meal.
My gratitude.
You have my gratitude. I was totally right. That was so delicious, Captain. I'm glad to hear it. You know, it's just the three of us here. There's no need to be so formal. There's no need to be so formal. Ow. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for the turn to happen. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. I just sort of like calling you that. It definitely fits you. Oh, you discerned that after less than 24 hours together? Definitely. Everything about you screams authority figure. The way you dress, talk, and even walk. Surprised that her colleagues worried Erica blushed and bashfully averted her eyes. Oh, I hadn't realized. They never do. Ha 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 ha! Let's go down this hallway. Let's head to the, oh, we're in day 2. I didn't even realize. We can watch something together. Nice, let's watch an anime then. Anime? Those Japanese cartoons? Well, all right. Wow, anime's lame. I'm lost. I must say I wasn't expecting that. I've never seen such a gaudy show. Underwear shots of underage girls, sexual harassment in the form of breast groping. This should be a PR nightmare. Lighten up, it's totally fine. Lots of people like this stuff, mostly me. Definitely, maybe ecchi just isn't the right genre for you. Let's try mecha. Ooh. Can we just talk? What's wrong? And push your index fingers together like an anime man. An anime man. We don't have to if you prefer not to. In contrast to her earlier performance, Kotoha jerked herself back into a more joyous looking position. Oh, sorry, Forza habit. Nope, that sounds fun too. I'm just super happy because I'm just like bottling up everything that's wrong with me. Let's see. Erica made sure she properly faced her companion before she spoke again. Ask her about her other likes. You like anime. I see that now. What else? Video games for sure. Ah, yes, I've heard of those. They've been popular for centuries. A thriving industry or so, I hear.
It's all on you.
Don't you play any, Captain? Unfortunately. No, unfortunately. I've not had time for many hobbies, or didn't rather. If you have time, right? Why don't I teach you how to play? Ooh. I don't think I'll be very good at it. That's totally fine. There are games for people of all skill levels. We can start with an RPG. An RPG, I think I've heard of those before. Something to do with guns, right? No. Well, actually, yes. Let her out the door. Ooh. She managed to put anime posters up on her wall already. May I ask where you got all this gaming equipment?
Nice one.
I just sort of found it in the luggage container yesterday. Took it because I figured no one else would use it. When I plugged it in, I had many of my old saves. Someone must have packed it for me. Whoa, that's creepy. I guess they aren't completely heartless. Who? No one? Whoa, that's weird. With a flick of a finger, Kotoha turned on one. I'm probably saying her name wrong, and this is going to become a bigger problem in the future. She picked up 2 controllers, handed one to Erica. You're playing a 2-player RPG? Wow, the music just looped. It's easy once you get the hang of it. Here, I'll play through the first chapter. You can just watch until you're comfortable trying it yourself. Oh, okay, they're not playing a 2-player thing. Maybe they should have. Dang, you really got into that, didn't you? I've never seen anyone mash the controller so vigorously. I was almost turned on. Whoa! What? It was a joke. It's definitely a joke. The game was very fun. I'd like to play it again sometime. Sure, no problem. You can come play anytime, well, as long as I'm awake anyway. Thank you. Then I best be on my way. Good night. Take this with you. It's a bunch of anime. These are some of my favorite animes. They're bound to be at least one you like, I promise. Thanks again, I'm sure you're right. Throws them in the garbage. Mission accomplished flawlessly. The real issue is the other one. Will we be able to get along? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-da-ba. She turned her gaze to the pile of DVDs between a smile curled on her lips, and a certain warmth filled her chest. I see. There's something weird going on with the music. Let's see. What I did went beyond what was required in that case. I think I really did want to spend time with her. Now I'm naked. A little apprehensive about this, but they're orders I was given. Not only that, but as captain of the ship, I must take responsibility for my crew. Nakedly. Let's get this over with then. She quickly pulled on her clothes before she took... Oh, this is the third morning. Okay. Knocked on Sarah's door and silently waited for a response. So it's you. What do you need? Are you taking me home yet?
What's the situation?
I was hoping we could spend the day together to get to know each other. Oh, you're still up to that? You're still on that? It might have worked on the little girl, but it won't fall for your trick so easily. Ah, so you know that Kotoha and I spent yesterday together. Good, that saves me the time. That said, I'm not sure what you mean. There's no trick. It's simply important for a captain to familiarize herself with her ship's crew. Wouldn't you agree? Pretty it up however you like. It makes no difference to me. Damn. So you say. However, I beg you that you reconsider. I have nothing to lose and everything to gain from cooperating with me. You have nothing to lose, and I still need to learn how to read. Oh, the blonde woman sighed and crankily waved a hand around in the air. Yes. Fine, have it your way. In the end, it makes no difference. Okay. Thank you, Sarah. I'm sure you'd like to freshen up a bit before we go. I'll wait here, take your time. Sure. Let's go. Why don't you take a seat and relax? No, it's all right. I would prefer to cook for myself. I'll join you in the kitchen. Okay. As I thought, it won't be easy. You're quite the cook. Of course, I have to be. My fiance can't cook. We'd be doomed if both of us were helpless. Whoa, helpless. For a quick moment, Erica cringed. So that's how it is. Very sensible of you. I would have thought it's a natural talent. Your movements all seem so purposeful. No, practice makes perfect, and it's simply easy to follow instructions. That makes sense. Okay, but now, I'd rather not just stand here awkwardly for any longer in the middle of the cafeteria. Why don't we go to the lounge?
Indeed.
Why don't we watch anime?
What are you up to?
Oh my god.
Hey,
Hey guys, you want to watch some anime? Alright, then I'll leave you alone. I was gonna hook up another console here. Sorry for the interruption. Thank you for being so considerate. Fuck off.
What?
How can you be so positive in this? You seem pretty okay with this too, actually. It's part of the job. Kotoha, I don't know. I believe that that's just how she is. And that she's actually a killer. It would be wonderful if she were more, there were more people like her. Oh, you mean to replace people like me? Yes? You're such a frigid... I'm just kidding, not gonna do this. You didn't seem to know us beforehand. I bet you weren't told anything about us before we were forced onto the ship. In the back of your mind, I bet you were wishing that they'd chosen someone else in my place. Whoever they are. That's right. Dang. I think I should be... That's right. That's right, but you know, our opinions of each other shouldn't matter in the least. I think that was the right choice. In the end, we simply need to cooperate with each other in order to finish the task we were assigned. Well, and here I thought you'd go to lie to my face. Good for you, exceeding my expectations. I'm slightly turned on. I mean, wait. Since you brought it up, why don't you tell me exactly what your task is? I misspoke. I simply meant the stations we were each assigned as crew members. Definitely not what I said. I guess you are a liar, just like I thought. Oh well, I won't deduct any points. At least you tried to be honest in your own way. I'm not a liar. Stuttering doesn't really help your case, sweetie. Oh god, talking. I'm headed back to my room. This was a complete waste of time. If you want to mess with someone's head, just go play around with that kid. I bet she'd love that even. Yeah, I'm quite sure if you asked her to...
What were you thinking?
Oh. Oh, okay.
What were you thinking?
What were you thinking? Say what you like about me, but don't involve Kotoha in this. You're taking this too far. Hee hee. Without another word, Sarah walked out the door. Erica collapsed under the chair behind and rubbed her forehead with frustration. What am I even doing? Even if I was the best choice for their calculations, I'm not sure that I'm properly suited for this sort of thing. This won't get easier, will it? I bet it won't. This is frustrating. I should go try to smooth things over with Sarah, but my legs just won't obey me. I'll try it later. Maybe a nap will help clear my head. Okay, I still can't bring myself to see her. Is this disgust, hatred? I'm not sure. Well, it doesn't matter. I'll figure it out tomorrow. Erica looked at the screen of the phone-like device that was in her hands. iPhone-like device? No new orders today. I suppose I can just rest easy.
What's the situation?
What's the situation? How you doing? I'm fine. Good. I see. Well, since I'm here when I take care of cooking. Engorged to the size of golf balls. Would you really? Of course, sit tight. That was delicious. My fiance is actually this girl. For a moment, Kotoha placed a hand on her chin. Hey, did something happen between you and Sarah? The captain quickly turned to gaze to the floor. Why do you ask? Well, I've seen both of you this morning and you look truly grumpy. Like I thought Sarah would bite my head off. Scary. Damn, I should have taken care of that yesterday. Maybe I shouldn't have taken a nap. We had a bit of a fight, that's all. I guess it put us both in a bad mood. Aw, well I'm sure you two will resolve it eventually. Just like this music. It just changes all the time. It's gotta resolve at some point. She may be grumpy as all hell, but you're so awesome and mature. To her own surprise, Erica found that she'd blushed at that compliment. I sure hope so. Oh man, while they're distracted by each other, I can pull off this flawless prank, hee hee. Kota shuffled around the lounge and pushed a chair in front of the air vent and then stood up while holding a large bag of flour. Heave ho! She used all of her strength to force the contents of the bag into the air vent. Afterwards, she climbed back down, put the chair in its original spot. I could wait until later to get them. Nah, I can't resist. The young mechanic dashed towards the vent control panel attached to the wall and eyed it for a minute. After finding what she'd been searching for, she quickly pressed the high pressure circulation button. Hee hee, rattle, 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 an odd sound echoed through the air vents. Oh crap, that wasn't supposed to happen. What went wrong? No, I didn't check the settings beforehand. I set it to moisture. Oh boy. 10 seconds later, wet globs of floor rained down upon the entire ship. Oh boy. Kotoha slyly slipped into the laundry room. To her chagrin, the captain and the doctor were already there, both with disappointed expressions. Oh, hey guys, what brings you here?
All your fault.
You B-word. Whoa, watch your language. Erica stretched out an arm in warning.
What the hell?
I saw the security video. We know what you did. Oops. It was just supposed to be a prank, you know? It wasn't supposed to make us all naked. I just want to cover you guys with dry flour, you know, like in those old prank videos.
Hell?
Yeah, like that's any better. My entire wardrobe is ruined. Now I have to walk around the ship naked. I as well. That flour mixture went straight to the crevices of my closet. Close your closet. Isn't that proof enough that it was an accident? Well, true, that doesn't undo your indiscretion. Look, we're all standing here in our underwear. How hot. I mean, humiliating. But it's like we're bonding. You know what they say, you aren't really friends until you hang around in your panties. Gross. No, they don't say that. No one says that. No one says that. We won't do anything, not yet anyway. Please don't kill me. Killing you would be too easy with a scrawny little neck like yours. Whoa, I could just slice it open. Ain't that oh my god, sorry. Talking. Ain't that a little extreme? We can talk this out, girlies. The only thing we would be doing is torturing you. You must be punished for this injustice against us. As she sensed her imminent doom, Kotoha ran around in a circle while randomly flailing her arms about. Erica and Sarah burst into laughter as they watched the clueless young woman make a fool of herself. Don't cannibalize me. This is my worst nightmare. It's your worst nightmare? Let's see. Stop. That's enough. We weren't serious. Skipped to a halt, then robotically turned her head back like her superior. Oh, you were kidding. Of course you were. It was totally obvious. I was just playing along. Come on, you were scared out of your mind. Well, at least they don't seem to be arguing anymore. At least something good came of this, I suppose. Oh, that's much better. It's quite cold when you just wander around in your underwear. Right. And by the book broad, like you wouldn't know much about the comfort of spending time lazing around in your underwear, would you? Huh. People do it by choice? Oh, Cap. It's okay. Oh, okay. I don't get it. Why would you want to do that? Why? Oh. No, like I said, it was cold. It was so unpleasant. Pretty simple-minded for an authority figure. I should probably come up with different voices, but I'm not that talented. I'm not gonna do that. Come now, let's not get into another argument. Yeah, let's eat cake instead. I'm sorry, there's no cake. nor ingredients on the whoa, for cake?
You're the best.
Cake or not, it was still delicious. By the way, how many days worth of food is on here? To put it simply, that's irrelevant. The ship is essentially self-sustainable. It's like Star Trek in this bitch. I suppose you wouldn't have noticed since you haven't used the kitchen, but there are a couple of rooms in the back for growing plants and meat. Growing meat. Near the bottom of the ship, there's also a room that collects and filters water, and it automatically distributes everything as we need. Oh, I thought it was just like Star Trek. Whatever, it's fine. That's why the toilets and showers in our rooms work perfectly well at all hours. Oh, I see.
What the hell?
Aren't you the mechanic? Shouldn't you have checked those things out already? What if there's a malfunction somewhere and you don't know how to get to it? As if she were a turtle retreating into its shell, Kotoha seemed to shrink. That's a good question. I guess I never really got around to it. Comfort, Kotoha. That's alright, we'll all make mistakes. Thankfully nothing bad happened yet. You still have time to correct your error at no cost. Yay, joy, thank you, Captain. I promise I won't let you down. The two of you are just pathetic. Stop your pity party and get some common sense. One mistake and we're done for. One wrong turn and you're completely closed off my romance tree. I mean, what? Erica wiped the sweat off her brow. She knew what Sarah said was true. Why then did she feel she compelled to comfort Koto? Because, you know, we gotta pick one of these girls, alright? And I bet you can guess which one I'm choosing. While true, there's no need to be harsh about it. No one has been harmed yet. Besides, it was just a mistake. Yeah. Well then, why don't we talk about something else? That sounds good, agreed. We've been aboard the ship for a minimum of 4 days. But likely more while we were asleep. How long exactly is this trip supposed to be? With each word, the captain has grown more tense. Both of her juniors took immediate notice.
Oh my god.
We won't be stopping until our mission's complete. So what's our mission? With no definite end in sight. Our mission is classified. Well, how are they supposed to complete the mission then? That seems weird. I'm unable to disclose anything until we've arrived at the let me read that word again. Designated area. Sorry, wow. That was difficult. Small droplets of sweat fell down from Erica's face. She knew the issue at hand demanded gentle but precise care. Where is the designated area? You will both be informed once we arrive there. Further details aren't required at this point in time. Oh, okay.
That's right.
There's no need to ask so many confusing questions. When the captain's ready to tell, she will. I, for one, trust her, without a doubt. She's our best interest in heart. Unlikely. You're still too inexperienced. This woman wants nothing more than to manipulate us and doing her bidding. Look at her. She's nervous, sweating even. I'm just hot. Maybe. What am I supposed to do in this sort of situation? I had a feeling that this would happen. Eventually, if only I could postpone it a little longer. What are you talking about? She clearly isn't feeling well. Isn't that right? To Erica's surprise, the mechanic gave a quick wink before she offered up her arm for support. Without a second thought, the captain stood with Kotoha's help. That's right. I'm sorry for worrying you both. I seem to be feverish. Thank you for your concern. I think it's best if I head to my room and apologize for cutting this short. Oh, maybe I should give you a checkup then. That won't be necessary. However, if I am still ill tomorrow, I'll let you know the first thing in the morning. Is that acceptable? Do what you want. You should know better than to antagonize sick people. I'm surprised you even know. Ooh, antagonize? That's fucked up. There are a lot of big words in MMOs, okay? This is a close one. If it weren't, I would have been screwed. I owe her one. On the other hand, I need to placate Sarah somehow if she keeps this up. I won't let that happen for my own sake as well as theirs. She plopped herself into bed, and to her, that fluffy bed was one of few comforts. At night, it allowed her worries and anxiety to melt away. In the morning, it comforted her and promised that it would be there again after. Oh, that's really poetic. In a way, that inanimate object was her ally. But now, she knew for sure that it wasn't her only ally. Kotoha was there for her, even despite their short time together. The thought put a smile on her face as she drifted into a deep sleep. Awoken by the intense beeping of an emergency alert system, Erica swiftly pushed herself out of bed and flung on her clothes. Without another thought, she dashed towards the door. Damn, what the hell is going on? She pulled out her PDA and she banged on Kotoha's bedroom door. An instant later, the mechanic flew out of her room with a look of intense panic on her face. Erica's eyes drifted onto the screen of the device in her hand. Several sections of the ship, the parts, that is, are beginning to overheat. The temperature is steadily rising. There are alerts coming from section 1 and 3. Can you take care of the pod room? Afterwards, head to the command center. I'm going to get Sarah, then we'll meet you there. Got it! Kotoha dashed down the hall as quickly as she could. Her feet barely kept her to the ground. When she turned the corner and slid around the wall like an ice... Whoa, okay. All right. She held her breath and hoped Sarah would be cooperative. Cooperative, like there's an alert. An irritated, familiar face was revealed when the mechanical door slid open. What? You really didn't hear the alarm? No, I turned... Need to hurry to the command. I feel like you shouldn't be able to turn like an emergency alert off. That thing is bad. Need to hurry and fix the problem before it gets worse. Sarah's irritation turned into anger. Damn it all, I didn't ask to be involved in this. Come on, you can complain later. I don't exactly know what you do at all, just in general. Regardless of their inner feelings, the two women sped towards the command center together. Control center? Kotoha, you're there already. Yes, ma'am, I cleaned up the pod room. Cleaned up. What? They found a large surface area of caked on the... Oh my god. Small puffs of steam rose from beneath the batter. Is that what this is? Oh my god. There's steam coming off that thing. Get away from that machine right now. If you get too close, you'll get burned. No, it's fine. It'll be alright. The mechanic casually ignored Sarah's warning and began scraping off the batter with her own hands. Your fingers will be irreparably damaged if you keep that up. No, I'm used to the heat. What? I'm gonna believe her. This isn't our place to interfere. What? It's her mess. She can clean it up herself. We have to let her fix it alone. If we don't, she'll never become independent. At what cost? Whatever she chooses. Don't you dare put on that air in this sort of situation. I'm a doctor. I can't just stand by and watch her mutilate her own body like that. For God's sake, she could at least use a tool to do it. Stand back and watch. She's nearly finished. When Sarah did look, she found that Erica had been right. All of the batter sat in a pile on the floor, a safe distance away from the electronics. Can any of you grab some fans? I can help regulate the temperature externally for now. I already set one up in the pod room. It should be fine soon. Yeah, she already did this. This is like the second time.
Oh?
How did you do that without the slightest hint of damage? There isn't even a burn. I'm a robot. I've just always been robot-esque. Irrelevant. It isn't normal. How is it supposed to have such heat-resistant flesh? How is it possible to have... Okay, no, sorry, I read that weird. Sarah continued to examine Kotoha's hands as if she expected to uncover the mystery solely using her eyes. You, Erica, why weren't you more concerned about her? It's my duty as captain to oversee that each crew member fulfills her role. Nothing more, nothing less. The circumstances do not matter. Bullshit. Come on, Sarah, everything turned out okay. Besides, it was my own mess to begin with. I should have known it would end up in the machines. You're still blindly defending your beloved captain? Well, if that's your decision, there's nothing more I can say. She turned to Erica. Regardless, I know you're up to something more sinister than you're letting on. How dare you involve us? Mess with your own people. People have the opportunity to say no.
Sarah.
I apologize. I do not have the authority to change the crew roster. Besides, we're too close to our destination to turn back. Not even trying to defend yourself anymore. I see how it is. Sarah silently stopped out the door, presumably towards her room. Forget her. She's just mean for the sake of it. I know you're doing your best, Captain. Thank you. I won't forget your kindness towards me despite my uncaring attitude towards you earlier. Don't be like that. I know you're just worried about me. You looked tense the entire time. It isn't your fault. You have to follow a certain set of rules, though I must admit I wish you could tell us what they were already. I am unable to. It's alright. I know. You can't tell me. I imagine that there was like a finger on the lips there or something. But hey, let's forget about it for now. My fingers are a bit cramped now because of Sarah. Want to help me loosen them up? Like a finger massage? Can't say I haven't experienced in that department. No way. Let's pick up a game from where we left off. Okay. That was weird. Oh. The three crew members of the Blossom sat in silence as they ate lunch. Although each of them wanted to say something, none of them brought themselves to do it. Rather, the time was spent avoiding eye contact. Sounds exciting. Erica's mind was tempestuous. Tempestuous. I've never read that word before. She had hoped that relaxation would help it calm it down, but it was useless. I'm just wasting my time. Surely there's something more important I could be doing right now. Perhaps I should take another look around the ship. There weren't any other abnormal heat rate readings, but it's better to be safe than sorry. Oh, or maybe I should go unplug these fans. No need for the excess power consumption. Her thoughts were interrupted by the sound of the door whizzing open. Incept stare, a smirk on her face. Oh, you were making a face that I didn't look totally calculated for once. What a shocker.
What's the situation?
Do you need something? Each step she took forward looked intimidating. There was no doubt in Erica's mind that Sarah would not let her get away unscathed. You could say that, but really, I just wanted to chew you out. At least you're being honest.
Indeed.
Right, unlike you. Indeed. Are you still going on about that? It's not like I don't want to hear your petty excuses. It's a waste of my time. Anyway, after thinking on it, I came to a conclusion. The entire time you knew that Kotoha would be just fine. How? Why?
This wasn't
You're making assumptions. If I had known anything like that, I would have explained it to you at that time. Yeah, right. Well, just know that every time you lie, you're betraying our trust. That includes your precious follower, Kotoha.
I'm disgusted.
I'm disgusted. You know, you really aren't any different from whoever forced her and I onto the ship. You're deceiving us. I haven't seen my fiance in days now. I don't even know how long it has been. And you helped orchestrate that directly or otherwise. You should be ashamed of yourself. Great. You're really gonna convince me. I wonder who that girl left behind. She's still young. Maybe that was her parents, siblings. I hope you're satisfied. The captain was unable to speak. She silently waited for Sarah to leave the room. I am sitting here just silently waiting for you to leave the room. If you could just please oblige me. Finally alone again, she rubbed the corner of her eyes with the tips of her fingers. I know what this mission entailed when I accepted it. All I can do now is atone for my crimes. My crimes? Oh, even if they don't forgive me, that's okay. Whether it was me or someone else, the outcome would have been the same. All I've done is make sure that no one else had to bear this burden. For that, I will gladly suffer. Oh, okay. She lay on top of her bed and let out an exasperated sigh. Moments passed and her eyelids drifted close. Okay, when Erica stepped into the dining area, she spotted Sarah. The tension in the room skyrocketed. Kotoha gave each of them a confused glance. In her mind, she figured that the two of them had yet another argument. Hey, Captain, come eat with us. She gave a quick wave. Erica indulged her subordinate.
How could you?
I won't cook for either of you. You're better off sitting elsewhere. Wow. I didn't say you would. There's no need to lash out at Kotoha. Fine, do whatever you want. Leave me out of it. Run. Sarah proceeded to walk behind the counter and headed into the kitchen. Don't mind her. You didn't say anything wrong.
You the real MVP.
Thanks, you're always supporting me. Of course, it's my job. Oh, is that all it is? Huh? It was just mumbling something, sorry. Anyway, did you and Sarah get another fight or something? Wow. She just like sassed me right there. What the fuck? Things felt tense. You are correct. Characters. It seems that the two of us are always butting heads. Her head in the clouds. Erica's head drooped.
Can't be.
Am I a fate? I can't be. No way. You always do an awesome job keeping the situation under control. Previously unaware that she'd spoken aloud, the captain rose her head in surprise. Well, thank you. I needed that. No problemo. So your guys' fight, what was it about? Anyway, I'm super curious. My head's gonna pop off. Haha. Anyway, I was relaxing in the lounge when Sarah came in and walked up to me. She accused me of having some sort of ulterior motive and just wouldn't let up about it. It put me in a sour mood, to say the least. She doesn't seem to believe anything I tell her. I see. Thanks for telling me. Indeed. Anyway, let me cook you breakfast for you again. Kotoha energy bobbed her head up and down. Okay, great. Forgive me, Captain. I feel like I had to do this for both of your sakes.
Hey,
What you up to, Sarah? Are you coming down with something? Have an ache somewhere? No? Why are you here? You look perfectly fine. Or is it a cramp? Well, to be honest, I heard you and the captain fought yesterday. What about it? I was kind of hoping you'd tell me what happened. Maybe you aren't as clueless as you look. I didn't come to get insulted, you know. Sarah dismissively waved her hand at Kotoha, who simply sighed in response. Don't you think it's suspicious that Erica wouldn't let me stop you yesterday? Not really. She just didn't want you to get hurt, I think.
Correct.
But she let you, her little bootlicker, irreparably damage your body? That clearly isn't what happened. I'm totally fine. Look. Dramatically bended over and moved her fingers around. I know. How did she know you'd be okay though? Think about it. She said she would be fine. What do you mean how? What's so complicated? She would have just said, my hands can't handle this because it's like scalding hot fire. I don't understand why it's so complicated. Exactly. At best, she'd know you'd be fine somehow. At worst, she doesn't care. What? No way. The captain definitely cares about me. Yeah, it's like I listened to what she said. Fuck you. Anyway, what does that have to do with your fight?
Yes.
I confronted her about the way she acted. She claimed she wasn't hiding anything. She was clearly lying. Ah, I see where you're coming from now. All right, thank you. Ah, I see what you're coming from. You're a fucking bitch. So you're here. What's wrong? What you and Sarah fought about. There's some truth to it, wasn't there? If you're straight with her, I'm sure the two of you can stop arguing. Then she'll even stop antagonizing. Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. For a moment, Kotoha thought about it. Afterwards, she came to the realization, one she instantly wished she'd come to earlier. Of course not. In contrast to her usual behavior, the mechanical looked on a completely serious demeanor and looked directly into her captain's eyes. There was something important like that. You'd tell us if you could, wouldn't you? With a look of equal serious, Erica. That's right. If there was something important that I thought the two of you needed to know, I'd tell you if I could. That's what I thought. I must have been confused and misunderstood something Sarah said. Sorry. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna go set her straight. Whoa. Should I apologize? I feel like I should apologize. Apologize. Wait. What is it? I'm sorry. For what? I'm not sure. But I do mean it. It's difficult to explain. The thank you. Whoa! Skidded and halted inches away from Sarah, barely avoiding a collision. What are you doing, you fool? This isn't a playground. There's so many people here. You could have got somebody injured.
What's wrong?
You have to listen to me, okay? Well, I'm surprised you hadn't already figured it out, but think about it. How did we get here? What's the last thing you remember? I don't know. I've been trying to figure out this whole time.
That's right.
Whoever did it couldn't possibly be Erica, right? She's one woman. It would have been too much work for her to orchestrate this by herself. Besides, it's easy to tell that she isn't a bad person. It's impossible that this was her doing. We don't know that for sure. Just keep listening. You said yourself multiple times it seems like she was withholding things from us. Without a doubt. Just now I asked her about her lie. She denied it, but then I had an idea. What if she couldn't tell us the truth even if she wanted to? Using my amazing talents, I subtly asked if there was a reason she couldn't disclose the full truth. Using her equally amazing talent, she told me that there is. Okay. How do you know you didn't just imagine that whole conversation? Yeah, how do you know? Just trust me, okay? Doesn't it make sense when you think about it like that? Sarah sighed and lowered her head. When she lifted it back up, her eyes widened. No, you're right. Now that I think about it, I'm sure she's been trying to tell us this whole time. As much as she gets on my nerves, I did always feel like there were double meanings to her words. And she always insisted that she wasn't a liar even when she was faced with fairly damning accusations. If we are being, oh shit, I'm going to my room. I need to think for a while. She walked towards the drawers before she turned around. Good job. Did she realize too? Whew. I wasn't sure I could get it through to her. Damn, one slip up and no, it's okay. She picked it. Oh, okay. Either they didn't think anything of it or their slackers weren't listening in at the right time. Thank God. The slackers weren't listening in at the right time. I don't know if we'll be so lucky next time. Ooh. Erica stepped into the dining area. Today she was the first one to arrive. She stepped back into the section and began to cook away. I just feel so tired today. I don't want to be yelled at again. Well, I'll finish this up and leave enough behind for the two of them to share. Afterwards, I can probably avoid seeing them for a while if I do maintenance on the command center. All right, that's what I'll do for now. She sighed as she set the table. Fresh eggs, bacon, and toast. Surely the ladies wouldn't complain about this spread. Better hurry and get out of here. Thousands of footsteps echoed from outside the room. Thousands? The main door slipped open and in stepped Sarah. Erica felt her heart drop in
Glad
response.
to see you.
Sarah, what can I do for you?
Nice to see you.
Will you hear me out? Of course. I thought about it last night and I was in the wrong for treating you so poorly in this past week. It was uncalled for. You were merely doing your job and I was making it more difficult.
Thanks again.
I see. Thank you for your consideration. I hope we can start over. I understand that she's trying to make her mistakes right. but it feels so angry. But I still feel so angry at her. Time heals wounds. I'm sure we can come to an understanding eventually. Yes, of course. Wah! Sarah slunk back to the door, a look of slight dejection on her face. What?
What's going on?
What's going on? What you doing? Seems like my plan was a poor one. I couldn't even avoid one of them. Well, I probably shouldn't have anyway.
Hey,
Well, hello. I'm checking out all the systems to make sure everything's running okay. What brings you here? Just checking on you. I saw Sarah walk out the hall with a weird look on her face, so I assumed she'd been talking to you. Oh yeah, she was in here several minutes ago. What'd she say? She apologized for her behavior in the past few days. Did you accept it? In a way. So no. Wow, what? Let's see. I didn't even have a choice there, right? It just went for it. Well, you shouldn't feel bad about it. She brought it on herself. I wouldn't have accepted her apology either. Damn, roasted. I suppose most wouldn't. Thanks for reminding me of that. To be honest, I was starting to feel a bit guilty. I'm sure I would be able to forgive her soon, just not today apparently. No problem. Hey, want some help with that? God, reading is so difficult. How much you got left? I'd greatly appreciate it. This side's all done. We can split the other half evenly. All right, leave it to me. Oh, yeah, we got some sick monitors. I didn't realize this was so labor intensive. Indeed, it does take a bit of muscle. Are you feeling sore anywhere? Yeah, I am. Oh, a little. Nothing I can't handle though. Let's see. If it gets too bad, you should go see Sarah. I will promise. All right. I'm heading to my room for a bit. See you later. Okay. Oh my God. The inspectors are calling than I expected. Better check my messages again. When I checked last night, they still hadn't responded to my latest report. Erica pulled out her RP and turned the screen on. Upon checking her inbox, she realized that her report hadn't sent. Rather, it was unable to send due to a network error. That's right. I was so caught up in trying to get us through this that I forgot. She tossed the device on her bed. Yeah, the connection was supposed to cut off yesterday. We should be able to speak freely now. Oh. But is that really best? I'm worried about how they'll react. Regardless, I must remember that above all else, their safety is my top concern, even if I must delay telling them. Her shoulders slumped. Okay. Wow. That's intense. I'm especially worried about Sarah. Her mental condition is too unstable. Revealing the truth may set her off, but I'm not sure we'd be able to get out of that one unharmed. In the meantime, I'll try to figure out the optimal way to relay the information. Well, maybe I'm just overreacting. Sarah can definitely be reasoned with, and Kotoha has been cooperative this entire time. Worst case scenario, I'm sure we would overpower her until she calms down. Wow. That's a plan. Erica slide. Okay, let's see. I could really use some guidance right now. How embarrassing. A sudden knock on the door surprised the captain. Come in. Are you going to take a nap? No, I was grabbing something I forgot. Okay, well, Sarah made lunch. You should come eat with us. She set aside some for you. Oh, and it smells super good. Ah, that's wonderful. I'll be right there. Thank you for letting me know. Of course. Walk, walk, walk. Why is my heart beating so quickly? I shouldn't feel guilty. I'm only doing what's best for everyone. I hope, anyway. I need to stop doubting myself. I must focus. She brushed off all her worries aside and headed towards the door. After taking a final gaze back at the PDA, she walked towards the door and headed towards the cafeteria. Ooh, the turning point. They both seemed okay emotionally at lunch and supper. I suppose if everyone's emotionally disturbed, if anyone's emotionally disturbed, it'd be myself. Damn, what am I even thinking? Never mind, I'm running out of time. I don't want to stall this forever. I'll tell them at a time. It's the easiest way. I'll tell them one at a time. Oh. Then one I've already told can help me ease in the other, assuming she's willing to cooperate. I'll start with Kotoha. I have not a single doubt in my mind that she shows worthy, and I'm sure she'd be glad to help me out. Yes, perfect. It should be easy to talk to her by herself as well. Plus, she tends to come to me without prompting. All right, I'll put my plan into action starting tomorrow. Okay, the softness and comfort of the mattress quickly lulled her into a pleasant slumber. God, what was I thinking yesterday? God, thank God I slept on it first. I had to tell both of them at the same time. I can't risk Sarah reacting badly to being told last. And I need to come clean about everything. I don't want to feel guilty any longer. Let me just phase my clothes on. Erica fiddled around with the central control panel shortly after the mic ran activated. Good morning. The two of you are awake already. If you weren't, I apologize. I have an important announcement to make. Please meet me at the lounge as soon as you're dressed. Or just don't get dressed, no big deal. After turning off the machine, Erica sighed. That was stressful. I thought it was going to hurl. Wow. Then again, I suppose that it's a testament to the fact that I've left my comfort zone for the first time.
My thanks.
Thanks for coming so quickly. Not like we had much of a choice. Hey, weren't you the one to cut down on the snark? Yeah, fuck you. Just being... Alright, don't worry about it. Ooh, boy, it's gonna get dramatic. There's some malfunction are going to suffocate to death? Oh my god. That's not the case. I had to be honest, originally I had planned Tokotoha first, and then I realized the two of you, and then the two of us would have gone on to the... But after I thought about it a bit longer, I realized how unfair that would have been. At least you figured it out beforehand. Thanks for your honesty. Indeed. As I was saying, I have an announcement. As of yesterday, we've lost connection with the ESC, the Earth Survival Committee. They are, of course, the organization behind this flight and both of your kidnappings. Whoa, okay. As you no doubt already know, Earth resources are depleting quickly. In fact, the planet is expected to become uninhabitable within the next 2 centuries. The ESC was founded about 1,000 years ago in response to the upcoming catastrophe. It's, for all intents and purposes, a worldwide collaboration between all countries. Despite that, it has been kept a secret. For all these past 1,000 years, we've worked with scientists and various organizations to find a way for humanity to survive, and the solution that we've come up to is lesbians. It didn't take long before they gave up the hopes on us remaining on Earth. At that point, they began trying to genetically modify humans, make them durable enough to survive harsher conditions. Whoa, what?
Huh?
Where are you going? Where are you going with this? However, they found that only a woman could properly adapt to the strain the genetic alterations put on their emotional processing. In the end, however, they accepted that as a success of its own, and they went on to spend many generations improving these women. What the fuck? The code name for these genetically altered women, by the way, is Blossom. The same as the name of this ship, correct. And every crew member of this ship is a Blossom.
Huh?
What? So we aren't humans in a regular sense, is that right? If you were to hold a survey, I suspect it would be a majority's opinion, yes. We're more like an offshoot of humans, albeit an artificial one. Still, you mentioned a mission several times of what the ESCS planned for us, right? The main mission of the ship Blossom is to determine whether or not humanity can find other habitable planets if they travel far enough into space. God. I was previously unable to disclose any of this information because, to be frank, they were simultaneously running several experiments on us, watching several of which strictly required the non-disclosure of any key information. If I had said anything, we would all be killed instantly, and all missions and experiments would have been marked as failures. Damn. That's hard to believe. It goes without saying that we cannot turn back either. If we will be killed if we so much as try it. It is with a heavy heart that I must inform both of you that you are unable to meet with anyone you knew back on Earth. I'm sorry, you'll never see your fiancé again. Uh-oh. I'm going back to my room for a take your time. Oh boy. Wow, I can't believe it. You mentioned genetic modifications. Is that the reason I'm so heat resistant? That's correct. That's intense. That's a cool genetic modification. Sarah didn't seem to be like me though. She was worried that I'd get hurt. Are there different types of blossoms? There are, yes. Your type is called Desert Blossom. You absorb heat at a rate that far surpasses any normal human. Whoa, that's intense. We're like X-Men. They can survive small fires. What about you and Sarah? How many different types are there?
Can't be.
I don't mind telling you more later. For now, could you wait a little long? I'm sorry. It's just hard to talk about like this. I feel tired somehow.
That's right.
No, of course. Thank you for telling us. You could have went on without ever saying anything. Instead, you told us as soon as you could. I always knew I could trust you. Thank you. Glad you see that way. Truly am. I'm the liar. I'm the fool tarot card. I was worried that you both hate me. I don't think I could ever hate you. Hey, why don't we grab something to eat? I'm super hungry. I won't bug you to tell me anymore, I promise. Hee hee, all right. Was it good? Yep, as usual, thank you. You're welcome, no problem at all. Okay. Something on your mind? Oh, sorry, I was thinking about what you said earlier. Didn't mean to bring it up. Don't worry about it. Well, it's not cake, but I did prepare some dessert. Would you like some? Oh, dessert after breakfast? You bet your ass I do. Wait, what if it's not cake? It's a mixed fruit sorbet. Dude, that sounds great. Is it just me, or was she having second thoughts when she realized it wasn't cake? Whatever. Yeah, what the fuck? That certainly was I'm so glad I took it. How many days will this go? I'm sure Sarah will need some time to herself for a while, but it's still definitely the best case scenario. Kotoha didn't seem particularly affected at all, however. I'm a bit curious about that. Well, if she wants me to know how she's feeling, she'll tell me herself. Erica dropped onto the bed. It wouldn't hurt to take a nap. I don't mind skipping a meal if it cures my tiredness. An unexpected knock on Erica's door caused her to jump. Come in.
What's going on?
Hey, were you about to go to sleep? I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was, but there's no need to worry. Do you need something? By the way, I meant to mention it earlier, but you needn't call me captain anymore. As soon as you lost contact with the ESC, our ranks were abolished. True. Well, if it bothers you, I'll try to stop. I want you to call me by my name. Ooh. I don't mind.
You've done well.
It's okay. I just don't want you to think we weren't equals. And hearing you say captain is sort of grown on me, I must say. That's what I figured. I totally get it though. You're one of the people of rank who aren't corrupted like the majority. I bet the way, oh no, there's bad endings in this too, so never mind. I was gonna say, I bet the default is Kotoha ending, and then you have to work for the Sarah ending, but that's not the case because this doesn't work like that. Oh shit, sorry. You're one of the people of rank who aren't corrupted like the majority. Not once have I ever felt like a peasant. Oh my god. Did she just confuse peasant with slave? Was it on purpose? I'm so confused. I'm so glad to hear that. Oh right, my apologies. What is it that you needed? Actually, I'm naked.
No way.
I just wanted to ask you, wanted to play more of that RPG, the one we started together last week. Oh, but I guess it's kind of late. I forgot most people sleep around this time.
Come on.
I do usually sleep about now, but I can make an exception for you. Whoa! Besides, it may help me relax. Ooh, all right.